Hello, welcome to She's the CEO. I'm Lori, founder of eFlirt Expert. If you haven't been here before and we haven't met, um, we are here every Wednesday talking to you about what it's like to be a female entrepreneur. So join me. This week, we are talking about what it's like when you get in a funk as an entrepreneur and you just want to roll over and pull the blankets over your head and how to deal with that. So first off, I think that getting into a funk and not feeling so good about yourself is a personal thing. It doesn't have to do with your business most days, um, which is why it's harder to come out of it because it's really about how you feel and your mindset. And it affects your business, of course. And sometimes it might be because your business is overwhelming. So it may stem there, but it all comes back to you. So the things that I do to get me out of it all have to do with making myself feel good. And I think that that's really what the important thing is to do when you feel like crap. Just do everything possible to make yourself feel good. And my first instinct is to try to push through the funk because my days are so busy, and I'm sure your days are so busy because that's the way we entrepreneurs, especially with as a startup, that's the way that we live. We overbook, we have massive amounts of deadlines, or constantly trying to move our business forward, and that takes time and effort and lots of energy. Um, so in order to push through, like I said, I try to make myself feel as good as possible, which sometimes means wearing a favorite outfit or a favorite piece of jewelry and, giving myself a little confidence boost physically, or getting a chai, which is one of my favorite things. Um, that makes me feel good. Sometimes it might just be a change of scenery, going to work in the park or going to a different coffee shop to change up the vibe, or um, maybe it's working from a cafe or something like that. That's really helpful. Sometimes it might just be actually taking a lunch break, which never happens. And like I said, I try to push through it, but I think it's also important to recognize when you just can't push anymore. Because at some point, you have to just let it go. And that's when you need to take some time off. I usually do it in small increments because, like I said, I'll try to push through, and then maybe in the afternoon I realize this just is not going to happen. So I will go to the movies, or I'll go get a mani-pedi, or I'll do something, but it's for myself. I'm not just like doing something at random, taking time off and, you know, doing some like running errands. That would not be advisable because running errands is going to make you more stressed out. It's not going to make you feel good. You need to like find a way to treat yourself. Um, and, I think it's also important to recognize that we all have bad days. It's going to happen. It's not bad when you have one. And we're all going to feel this way. And especially as female CEOs, we have a lot of pressure on our shoulders. And when you own a small business, sometimes your staff is small, and sometimes you it gets a little lonely at the top. I just did an interview for this business outlet, and it was called Lonely at the Top. And sometimes it really is. It's a lot of pressure that you put on yourself, and it can become overwhelming. So if you take a step back and make yourself feel really good, it will help your outlook on the whole scenario. So that's it for this week. I'd love to hear what you do because I'm all about learning from each other. And I've heard some interesting things from some of you on Twitter so far. We're at Team She's the CEO, or I am at eFlirt Expert. And I'll see you next week. Until then, have a great one.